Hello, listener. Producer Mayes here to talk to you about Lola blankets. Holiday gift giving can be a challenge. You want to get something that people will like, that people will actually use. Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own quirks and tastes. But what if I told you that I've got the perfect gift for anyone who likes to be cozy? In other words, for everyone. I'm talking about Lola blankets. This is the softest, most luxurious blanket I've ever seen. And not only that, they've got a new XL that's so massive, people are calling it the biggest blanket on the internet. Who are those people? Me. I'm calling it that. They've got a huge range of colors and patterns. They've also got matching pillows that look amazing, and you can save when you bundle them together. And I want you to think about the most difficult person you have to get a Christmas gift for, and picture wrapping that person up in a big old soft Lola blanket. They're going to be smiling in no time. So give the gift of softness this holiday with Lola blankets. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a huge 40% off their entire order at lolablankets.com by using code DINGS, D-I-N-G-S, at checkout. Just head to lolablankets.com and use code DINGS for 40% off. After you purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Cinephobe sent you.
All right, remember, the machine knows if you're lying. First statement, Carvana will give you a real offer on your car all online.
False.
True, actually. You can sell your car in minutes.
False? That's gotta be...
True again. Carvana will pick up your car from your door, or you can drop it off at one of their car vending machines.
Sounds too good to be true, so true.
Finally caught on. Nice job. Honesty isn't just their policy, it's their entire model. Sell your car today, too.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
Think your lashes have hit their limit? Discover limitless length and full volume with Maybelline Sky High Mascara. The Flex Tower brush bends to volumize and extend every single lash from root to tip. And the lightweight bamboo-infused formula makes lashes feel weightless. Now in 8 bold shades so you can take your lashes to new heights every day. Visit Maybelline.com to shop Sky High Mascara now.
In Walmart Sue Newville, time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Newville, East, West, South, and North could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart? Who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply.
All right, listen up, nacho chips. Quiet down, crispy potatoes. This is the moment Velveeta's been preparing you for, and you're not about to crack under pressure. Today's the day to go all in on the drip. Velveeta's Heat and Eat Queso is the MVP of any game day spread, so stick by them, and you'll be golden. Now get out there and make delicious history. No tailgate party is complete without Velveeta.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
Man, I miss the pandemic.
Oh, God. Me too.
I miss it, man.
Me too.
Some of the best content.
Best time of my life.
I could not imagine spending 3 hours on something that I didn't like after 10 minutes. You don't like it. You are a weird individual to keep watching. What are you, nuts? You dedicated a week of your life to dislike something? Get a hobby, knit something, go for a walk.
Previously on Cinephobe.
How am I supposed to go back to the me before all of this pain?
Excuse me? We're new in town and we've never had sex before. Would you give us a hand?
I would have rather seen his cock.
Out of way, Bobby! This episode in this movie exists.
You bet your sweet ass I saw a lawnmower man.
Oh, Teddy.
I'll call some guys from my neck of the woods. We're not talking, Brooke, about a couple of queens who know a few grapples. We're talking about Polacks that don't have a goddamn future.
You have a stupid heart and a stupid brain.
Regular Einstein.
You think I'm a coward? You're wrong. I'm not a coward. You're the coward. I'm not a coward.
I love cocaine. I do it all the time.
I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean like homosexual. I mean like... I got nukes shooting out of my dick right now. I've got so many nukes.
Dick Nukem.
I mean, look at this buffet of ass.
Mouth to dildo, dildo to ass to ass, high branch, anal beads.
I'm the goddamn talent, Maze.
Look, Gene, I've never told anyone this before.
My head!
But I can suck my own dick. And I do it a lot. 1038. This movie is shit.
You don't know shit!
Holy shit, bro!
I had the same note too!
I swear to God, both of you guys are the biggest fucking liars in the world.
Howdy.
You should have saved this for the train.
All right, au revoir, Luban. Lisa, solid.
Oh, I mean, why don't you just be like a regular person and dream about regular threesomes? Like clones.
Give me some soul kisses, baby! Hey, beautiful! Oh! Dang! Oh! My nose!
I can't indulge this comparison to a person that Amin may or may not know in a movie that has nothing to do with this podcast.
That's some 20th century shit, bitch.
We will tangle ass,
Say hi to your mother for me.
and you will lose.
What's the end game? Okay, now everyone's dead.
What is fucking Spence from Ballers? Who cares what the end game is?
I am Wrath.
McCavity!
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin Hassan. That's Anthony Mayes. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify, or we're going to tattoo the whole fucking cast on the back of your head.
Oh. What language?
Spotify's where you can vote in the poll, like the poll for Rambo First Blood Part 2. 12.7% Phobe, 87.3% file.
Absolutely.
I think that's the strongest file of the year.
Oh, really?
Spotify is also where you can leave a comment, like Dan, who commented, is blowing up a waterfall the same as shooting the moon?
No.
Good question.
No,
It's a good
no.
question. That's a good question. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that's a good thought process.
I think you can take out a waterfall if you're Rambo. I don't think for a second.
You don't think Idris Elba could shoot the moon?
I don't. Not with his finger.
Do you think Rambo could?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. With his dick.
Oh.
His hog. Just
I don't think Rambo had a hog.
no hog on Rambo.
I think the PTSD took it out of him.
Well, then old girl would be sorely, or maybe not.
She's trying to get to America.
Yeah.
Come on, this is 90 Day Fiance.
Mark commented, this would be amazing if it was a 2-part episode and the name was Rambo First Blood Part 2 Part 1.
Yeah, we should have done that.
You know what?
That's on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all Maze.
Maze re-edit it.
We can still change the title and not ever drop a Part 2.
Yeah, and then they just keep refreshing and resubscribing.
Or we get Stugatz to come in and he could be the part 2.
And that man Glenn commented, Rambo had muddy use. Boots and water is my horseman.
Horseman?
I'm not mad at that. You know, usually the listeners come with some bullshit. That time,
that's the one.
Put a pin in it.
Horseman. It's just because it has the word whore in it.
Which starts with an H.
I like horse.
Horse?
Yeah.
Leave a review, leave a comment. Make sure you check it out. The CT5 episodes on the main feed. Leave us your CT5 suggestions and list on social media or in the Discord by subscribing to patreon.com/countthedings. You get access to ad-free episodes, extended cold opens, rewatching live events of the past, the present, and the future. You get episodes early, discount and access to live show tickets, all the extra content across the Count the Dings network, including Watchingtons of Bar Rescue.
Yeah.
With me, Amin, Chelsea Reynolds, Colin Cassard, every Monday, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. And then we use that content and we go and we record Here's the Science, a Bar Rescue podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Which is out every Tuesday.
And that podcast isn't behind the Patreon. So
no, just the Washington.
If you're like, I don't have time for the Washingtons, I just want to listen, man, go ahead, subscribe, like, rate, review, etc., etc.
Yep, it was rate. If you have a submission, submit it. Reminder, it needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. We hit episode 250. I used physical specimen sneaking around so we could battle hypoglycemia as we stalked a poor girl working an unbelievable job at a kiosk in the mall, got drunk for the first time, got some back fat twos, and set a personal record for falling down fatly just so our grandmother daughter could tell us how great she is as we relive the glory days of the Oakley store with Paul Blart Mall Cop. By the way, I was reminded today, I used to dribble around the Oakley store.
Yeah.
We had a guy who would do like kickflips and shit. He was a skateboarder that worked there.
No.
I swear to God.
In the store?
Yeah. He was pretty good.
Was his name Blitzen?
No.
If I went to any Oakley store in the world, or at least North America, was this standard corporate policy?
Some high up person in the retail industry for Oakley was like, hey, bring a Nerf football in here. And I said, can I bring a basketball? Yeah, absolutely. And then we asked about a Nerf hoop. And he was like, let's not do a Nerf hoop.
That's the line.
If you want in the office, sure. And then maybe a few months into it, this guy was like, fuck it, I'm bringing my skateboard in. Every once in a while, just do a kickflip.
How is the Nerf hoop
I don't know.
a bridge too far?
Something along the lines of getting lost playing in a game where that's too much of it flying around.
To be fair, if there's a Nerf hoop up, it's competitive. And then you've got people getting reckless out of control. And now you've got product getting damaged.
I would wreck those motherfuckers.
My first apartment in LA, we had a high ceiling. And one of the first things we did was put up a Nerf hoop.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a housewarming party. About 30 minutes into the housewarming party, we had 6 dudes playing intense 3-on-3.
You had to. You had to.
I've never played more than one-on-one on a Nerf hoop.
What?
We got people full on jumping, trying to sky and dunk.
Yeah, man, you had to.
We could put it high. That was the whole point, was we could actually put the hoop up high. The ceiling nearly came down on our downstairs neighbors.
I bet.
They were like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Dude,
it's crazy to do that not on the first floor.
Yeah. Well, how else are you going to get the high ceilings?
Jesus Christ.
Mays used getting hammered drunk so we could pound some beers, get pulled over for being a whittle drunk, and have it thrust us back into the diddling empire of Hans the DK as we then tried to sell some merch, get revenge against the most popped collar in the Twin Cities, and entice a single mom by throwing her kid into the tickle zone that is the Mighty Ducks. Amin used man seeks revenge against the men who ruined his life to have us watch our wife and child get blown up because hot dogs are a cure for the common cold, only to have a storm of terrorism PR office to ask them if they want to see some collateral damage before storming Colombia with a laminated pass to watch a coked out dancer go to town in a coke plant before a hot Colombian tricked us into a 90-day fiance scenario in collateral damage. Now I'm using Arnold Said the Words Rush Hour to bring us the 2007 buddy comedy, buddy cop, gun fu, martial arts, action, comedy, crime, thriller. No. Rush Hour 3. Literally, a gung fu is a category for this movie. Do you have gung fu, Mace?
Buddy cop action comedy.
Okay, yeah.
I don't understand how I am vilified for saying an actual word in a language.
They've got Matrix and John Wick as gung fu categories as well. Deadpool's gung fu.
Is it gung or?
Gun fu, sorry. Okay. Gun fu.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad, Expendables.
It's like orangutan.
Orangutan fu.
Mission Impossible 2, Face Off. These are all gun fu.
John Woo.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Asian influence, yeah.
Apparently, they're profiling.
Rush Hour 3 stars Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, and Max von Sydow. This is our first Jackie Chan movie on Cinephobe.
I know. Welcome.
He had Rob B. Hood in 2006, this movie in 2007, and Kung Fu Panda and Forbidden Kingdom in 2008.
You guys wanted to know how many eligible movies he had, and let me tell you, it is a shitload.
Really?
Pretty much around this era.
Oh, yeah. Once he got to America, yeah.
The Accidental Spy, The Tuxedo, The Medallion, Around the World in 80 Days, The Spy Next Door, a bunch of Chinese movies. Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature,
File,
Iron Mask.
Jackie Chan stars as Jackie Chan. Come on now.
I just have him as Lee.
Kung Fu Yoga.
I call him Jackie the whole movie.
It was easier to type Lee.
I just can remember Don Cheadle. Every time I wrote Jackie, he's like, the man's name is Lee. Jack, we'd like to see that, wouldn't we?
Tucker is a repeat offender for Money Talks. He had Rush Hour 2 in 2001, the Shake It Off video in 2005, this movie in 2007, and Silver Linings Playbook in 2012.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Again, it's Chris Tucker. I thought about calling him Smokey or Franklin or whatever, and I was like, no.
He only has 23 acting credits.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we know why he doesn't act that much?
Between 1998 and 2007, The only movies he starred in was Rush Hour movies.
Yeah.
A combination of things. Number one, he made a shit ton of money off of those movies. Number two, I think this was all around the time he found Jesus. It just felt like a lot of the stuff was tawdry, or they wanted him to play a character that he didn't want to play anymore.
Von Sydow, as a repeat offender for being the diddling judge in Judge Dredd.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He stars as generic rich evil white man, or groom for short. Get it?
Hiroyuki Sanada from John Wick 4 and Bullet Train. That's Kenji.
All right.
You can just call him Kenji.
I'm going to just say Kenji because I don't think you guys are going to appreciate the joke that I'm going to make. You want me to make the joke anyway, and you can supercharge it if it's...
Cobra Formula.
I call him...
No, you know what? I'm good.
Last Samurai, The Wolverine, Westworld, Shogun.
The original The Ring.
Yep.
The Japanese version.
He's awesome. I love him.
He is awesome.
Noemi Lenoir. Or probably Lenoir. From Transporter Refueled.
Did you say her character name like Liam Neeson?
Genevieve.
Genevieve.
She stars as Shanae on Connor.
Asterix and Obelix, Mission Cleopatra.
Jingchu Zhang from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Fake Soo-young.
Sima, repeat offender from Dante's Peak.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Sima's Ambassador Han.
Dana Ivey, repeat offender from Home Alone 2.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Mrs. Reed from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Philip Baker Hall, repeat offender from Kiss of Death. He's the library detective in Seinfeld.
Lieutenant Bookman.
And then that's all I put for the cast.
George Chung, repeat offender from Batman Forever and Rambo 2.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Yuki Kudo, the woman assassin. I call her Money Ears, huh?
Money ears.
Why?
From Memoirs of a Geisha.
Why?
Yeah.
Because her ears are humongous. That's why.
Yvonne Attal as George the Cabbie from The Interpreter in Munich.
Rush Hour Cabbie.
Munich.
Mia Tyler, Liv Tyler's sister and Steven Tyler's other daughter.
Who's she?
She's one of the women that's arrested at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Henry O stars as Yuzon First. Wait for that to come up.
That whole fucking thing.
And Zach, I'm shocked you don't have this name in the role of Roman Polanski.
Yeah, same note too. All caps, Ope.
Buckle up for the time where Cinephobe comes to life, much like Cuck O'Leary. The Diddle King is real.
Also, Julie Depardieu, that's Gerard's daughter. So we've got Liv Tyler's sister and Gerard Depardieu's daughter, and son Ming Ming.
Yes.
The 7'9" basketball player.
I called him Boban 1.0 or Mirazon 2.0, depending on which way you want to go with it.
I called him Mank Batir.
Oh, wow. Racist. I thought about Chinese Boban also as a name.
Mank Batir was the first like super tall Chinese player I remember.
Yao Ming didn't.
Wasn't Mank before Yao Ming?
Wang was first, or Wong.
Oh, yeah. Wang Zhuzhu was first. He was the Mavericks guy, right?
Was first. Yao was second, and then Mank was the third.
Oh, wow.
And they called him the Great Wall of China, which is a cool ass name for a front line, man.
Yeah.
He's the Rush Hour 3 of tall Chinese basketball players.
Boban was in John Wick 3.
There you go.
Rush Hour 3 was directed by Brett Ratner.
Oh, boy.
Brett has directed Red Dragon, X-Men Last Stand, and The Family Man, and is a repeat offender for Money Talks and Movie 43.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
And a repeat offender for...
In real life, being a repeat offender.
Bro, his Wikipedia page was a journey.
I can't even imagine.
Dated Serena Williams from 2004 to 2006. Super Me Too'd in 2017. And then in case you're wondering what he's up to lately.
Oh, I bet it's great.
He immigrated to Israel in 2023 and is friendly with Netanyahu.
Yes. That's all in the same little section.
2 writing credits on this one. We've got Ross Lamana, who gets character credits for writing the original Rush Hour. And then Jeff Nathanson, Rush Hour 2, Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, and repeat offender for Speed 2, Cruise Control.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Synopsis for Rush Hour 3. After an attempted assassination on Ambassador Han, Lee and Carter head to Paris to protect a French woman with knowledge of the Triad's secret leaders. Not really.
They go to Paris.
The synopsis on Pluto TV says, set in Paris, Rush Hour 3 finds Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan's misfit partners from West and East battling a wing of the Chinese organized crime family of the Triads with their trademark mix of great action and big laughs.
Tagline, this summer, they're kicking it in Paris. Bigger time than ever. That doesn't make any sense.
That's no.
Other taglines, prepare for their finest hour and their only finest one. Also doesn't make sense.
What the fuck is going on?
Were these written in Chinese and then translated back in English?
All right, 2 more. They're rushing through the hours quick.
What?
Okay, the last one makes sense. The rush is on.
Jesus.
Not good, but
Christ.
at least the other 3 are crazy.
because they cut down on the words.
$140 million budget on this one.
There was one unsubstantiated report that said 180.
Jesus.
I tried to see if there was any credibility to that. I think 140 is right. But then they did say that it was 125, and they were definitely lying about that.
Grossed 140 US, 258 worldwide.
That number is deflated because of certain things in the trivia.
Before we jump to this movie, you listen to the rest of this podcast. Rush Hour 3. Hey, man, it's on Pluto TV.
Yeah.
Rush Hour 3 receives 17% on 156 critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, 63% from the audience on over 250,000 ratings. Amin, check the positive or the negative reviews.
Zach, you know I'm a half tattooed on the back of my head kind of guy. Please give me the positives.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Heather Huntington of ReelsChannel.com.
Dude, you got me excited for a second there. Heather Huntington.
I've never thought I would ever profess to be a Jackie Chan fan. Yet, at the ripe old age of 31, having just seen Rush Hour 3, it appears that I am. Fuck you.
What year was this written?
August 2008.
Fuck you.
You out of your mind.
2 Rush Hours have come out and you're still like, I don't know about this Rush Hour.
I don't know about this Jackie Chan guy.
Shut up.
Racist.
Yes.
Roger Tennis of cinemaclips.com. Tennis, anyone?
Surf.
It is exactly what the trailer promises, providing a reasonably affordable getaway with no hassles. Fans will love it. What a rush.
I guess the score is love Jackie Chan.
Mark Ramsey of Movie Juice.
Okay.
I never get tired of seeing Jackie accidentally bruise whatever is left of his genitals.
Okay.
Quote, I've got one ball in a sling and another in need of LASIK, says Jackie. Quote, my testicles have their own physical therapists, end quote. I don't know if those are real quotes.
I like it.
Cite your sources.
I'll take it.
Brian Orndorff of eFilmCritic.com.
Oh, he finally found one he likes, huh?
Rush Hour 3 isn't going to encourage intelligence anytime soon, but if you have a soft spot for silly adventure, it's a fine selection of wacky go boom.
Baby Mo Boom Boom.
Richard Corliss of Time Magazine.
Corliss Williamson.
Big nasty. The division of labor is the same as in the first 2 films. Jackie kicks ass, Chris kicks sass. Ratner's challenge is giving the stars enough comedy by play to keep audiences awake between the big action scenes, and RH3 gets it done.
He kicks ass too in this one. We get some fight scenes, and we get some exposition as to why.
He does?
Chris Tucker? Yeah.
You sure about that?
Oh, don't do that. Phil Villarreal
My God.
of Arizona Daily Star.
That guy never lets me down.
Director Brett Ratner gives and he takes away. After destroying one trilogy last year with X-Men The Last Stand, revives another with Rush Hour 3. User David D, 5 out of 5.
David Duke? We'll know from the review. He starts talking about.
Not sure why everyone hated on this film. It stands equal to the second. It's just a shame they waited so long to make it. This should, in time, be the 4th film.
Okay, so it's not.
4th, spelled Forth.
Okay, maybe it is. I'm back to thinking maybe it could be David Duke.
User Glenn F, 5 out of 5.
Wow, I almost walked into that one. I'm going to say Glenn Quagmire, but I was going to adjust it because as we do on this section,
I can't do the math on that one. What do you mean?
If it's the initial,
yeah,
we change the last name to Glenn F instead of Glenn Quagmire.
Glenn Fowl.
The Rush Hour movies are so much fun to watch and make you laugh. They bring back great memories of when people were not so offended.
Oh boy.
For all those critics in the tomato section, you all have no taste. That's taste spelled without the E. In movies, you guys want one-hit wonders and can't appreciate a good film. Can't tell you how many times I see the same critics with the most nitpicking comments I have ever seen. Pick another career.
Brian Orndorff.
Made some good points.
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Matt Brunson of Film Frenzy.
What?
Somehow manages to be even lousier than the second film.
Huh.
Christian Toto of Washington Post.
I know a place called Attica.
I know a place called Attica?
Yep.
I used to think the song was Attica. I was like, why did they sing about a prison?
This Rush job should put the franchise down for good. Michael Dukina of themoviereport.com.
Traitor!
Like the cinematic equivalent of an old reliable piece of furniture, although it predictably brings comfort, age ultimately catches up with it and isn't as refreshing as it once was.
Well, yeah, it's the 3rd one.
Jeffrey Westhoff of Northwest Herald.
West up where? Oh, West up Northwest. Got it.
Tucker is the film's 50,000 watt mood killer, determined to fray the nerves of anyone in the theater.
Racist.
Rich Klein of Shadows on the Wall.
Oh, Rich Kleinman.
Pretty agonizing from the misogynist display of female flesh to a truly horrific musical number to the no longer amusing closing credits outtakes.
That's who David Duke was talking about right there.
And then Peter Bradshaw of Guardian.
Carrie Bradshaw.
They're back. That lovable duo back to kick some ass and ogle some babes. Yes, it's Max von Sydow and Roman Polanski.
Wait, does Max von Sydow have
Okay, that's a good review. I like that review a lot.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's fucking funny, dude.
I don't know anything about Max von Sydow's personal life, but doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They nailed the punchline.
Nailed it. Nailed the dismount.
Roman Polanski's carrying the weight for both of them.
We'll get Amin's first note, May's first note, and my first note after these messages. Unless you're a Patreon member, patreon.com/countthedings. You get an ad-free episode right meow.
Hello, listener. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that we at Cinephobe love our pets. Zach and Boogie are inseparable. I've got 2 cats and a dog, and Amin is giving his best ass-on performance to convince dog owners that he loves their pet.
Hey, Noodle. Hey, boy. How you doing? And Noodle was just like, whatever.
Which is why today's episode is sponsored by the ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program. Your pet is part of your family, and you want the best for them no matter what. But vet bills can really add up. That's why you should check out pet insurance. And with ASPCA Pet Health Insurance, you can focus on the care your pet deserves and cover what matters most. The best part? There's a special perk for signing up. Because when you enroll in an ASPCA Pet Health Insurance plan, you could get a $25 Amazon gift card. It's a little treat for you while you're doing something great for your pet. The ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program offers customizable accident and illness plans, making it easier for pet parents like you to help your pet get the care they may need. They allow you to customize your plan, helping ensure that your pet's plan is as unique as they are. Because big vet bills never show up when it's convenient, do they? To explore coverage, visit ASPCAPetInsurance.com/dings, D-I-N-G-S. That's ASPCAPetInsurance.com/dings. Eligibility restrictions apply. Visit ASPCAPetInsurance.com/Amazon terms for more info. This is a paid advertisement. Insurance is underwritten by either Independence American Insurance Company or United States Fire Insurance Company and produced by PTZ Insurance Agency Limited. The ASPCA is not an insurer and is not engaged in the business of insurance.
Hey, listener, Zach Harper here. You know that you don't have to let big wireless and your overpriced phone bill suck the joy out of the holidays this year, right? Because right now, all of Mint Mobile's unlimited plans are 50% off. That's 50. You can get 3, 6, or 12 months of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. It's their best deal of the year, and it makes it really easy for you to give your expensive wireless bill that Scrooge treatment. Mint Mobile's best deal of the year is happening right now. All Mint plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your current phone and number over to Mint too. No contracts, no nonsense. Every time I do one of these ads and we put it in the podcast, I get all these DMs. Hey, do you really have Mint Mobile? Do you really have Mint Mobile? Yes, I have Mint Mobile. Switched a while ago. And I am saving so much money because I got rid of my old plan. Turn your expensive wireless present into a huge wireless savings future by switching to Mint. Shop Mint Unlimited plans at mintmobile.com/dings. That's mintmobile.com/dings, D-I-N-G-S. Time for a disclaimer, limited time offer, upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required, $15 a month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra, initial plan term only. Greater than 35 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
Hello, listener. It's Producer Mayes here to talk to you about Quince cookware. You don't need to take a look at that calendar to know what time of year it is. It's the holidays, people. And the holidays mean cooking. This is like the playoffs.
Playoffs?
For your kitchen.
Playoffs? You kidding me?
Because you're not just making meals for yourself. You're making meals for guests. You're making meals for your family. Somehow you've been invited to 7 dinner parties over the next 10 days. How does that work? And they're all potlucks. Why?
Playoffs?
And when you're in the kitchen playoffs, you need top quality cookware. And that's why I upgraded with Quince. It's cookware that looks good and actually works. It's perfect for me, for my kitchen, and also to give as a gift to anybody else that's out there cooking their way through the holidays. They've got everything you need. Stainless steel pots and pans, ceramic nonstick cookware that actually doesn't stick, Chef's knives, sharp enough to slice and dice and julienne your way through prep. And that's just behind the scenes. What about front of house? Glassware, plates, silverware, linen napkins. Create some ambiance. You might be wondering, how does Quince do this? How do they have quality products at half the cost of similar luxury brands? Well, they work directly with trusted factories that maintain high standards for both craftsmanship and ethical practices. They cut out the middlemen and pass those savings straight to you. So give your kitchen essentials an upgrade and check off a few of those chefs on your list with cookware from Quince. December's flying by, so don't wait. Go to quince.com/dings for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/dings, DINGS, to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dings.
Jason, Disney asked me to do this podcast thing. I need some advice.
You've got to have banger guests.
Walker and Leah. Daniel Deemer.
Tim Simons.
Adam Copeland.
You're the one asking the questions.
How? Why?
And they better answer.
I don't know anything.
Epic.
This season is just makeup.
Quest. I'm Arian Samhadri. Welcome to the Percy Jackson and the Olympians official podcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts. And watch season 2 of Percy Jackson streaming now on Disney Plus and Hulu. Learn more at disneyplus.com/what's on.
Amin, what is your first note?
Chavez Ravine. Will we see the downtown LA bridge?
We get a helicopter there. May's first note.
I'm still reeling from the Brett Ratner Wikipedia. There's a whole section about how he outed Elliot Page when she was still a woman.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was 18 on the set of X-Men The Last Stand, and he publicly outed her, and then Anna Paquin
She's
was
gay.
Okay.
He did it right in front of everybody. No.
Just so the listening audience knows, Brett Ratner didn't bust into Amin's place right now where he's podcasting and do that. That was actually an impression by Amin.
Yeah, it's my recreation of how he did it. Yeah.
It affected the way I watched this movie. I'll say that.
Sure. Yeah, I bet.
See, you guys got to stop doing research before you watch the movie.
It's the pod.
I'm not changing the way I do this 293 episodes in. I have to do the fucking research.
You know what? I will. I'll start watching the movie first and I'll do everything next. That'll be good.
Oh, next is a different movie.
Oh, my first note. As it's starting, I don't actually remember if I've seen this. I can't remember much of it. I know I've caught bits and pieces on TV over the years, but I'm talking about a thorough watch through.
Maze, have you seen this movie?
I don't think I've seen it either.
I saw this in the theater with my brother.
I bet.
Was he wearing a vest or did he have a yo-yo?
No, this is beyond that.
No, this is a different era, man. This is 07, right?
Different era now, yeah.
Oh, man. When you were telling the story last night, you had so much detail. The detail was so rich. It was rich detail. Go into incredibly descriptive details of the story so we all know.
Oh, yes.
Now it's time for the scenes. Here's what happened. Bow. We're panning downtown LA. Dual billing for Jackie and Chris. I like that.
Trivia. First time.
And we start with a whole lot of traffic, like it's rush hour.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Literally.
Chris is in downtown LA. He's singing. He's directing traffic as a beat cop, spinning in the middle of the intersection, twirling towards freedom.
I like how they advanced the character development by making Chris Tucker demoted to a traffic cop. Can't wait for them to explain why.
He's listening to Prince. He's dancing his ass off.
This is right downtown, by the way, my old stomping grounds, not far from Perch. Nice restaurant with the rooftop. You ever been there, Zach? Perch?
Yes.
Nice little spot right there. I love Pershing Square.
His dancing to Do Me Baby causes an accident and then another accident.
He was dancing so well that I looked up, have we done a CT5 Best Dancers?
I don't think we have.
No, we haven't. He'd be number 2. Number 1, Steve Gettenberg. He says, I didn't tell you to go. Now he's arguing with the driver. 2 more cars crash into each other. Ain't nobody listening today. Ladies, you just dented an 81 Cutlass Supreme.
Exposition.
Meanwhile, Inspector Lee is doing security for Ambassador Han in a convoy.
Nothing has changed for Lee.
Han is glad that Lee's here. Always feels better with him watching his back. He's just doing his job. Stay close today. We're making history. Cut to Chris with 2 women handcuffed bent over the car.
Let's be clear.
How would you describe these women?
Cut to 2 asses.
Mm-hmm.
And they're different.
They are different.
Quite different.
Yeah.
Cut to Owen Wilson saying, good, because I'll take anything.
One of them is Liv Tyler's sister. The other one is Sarah Shahi. Do you know who I am? My family owns half of Rodeo Drive. Do you know who I am? My family owns half of Crenshaw Boulevard.
Yeah. She wasn't driving a bad car, but pretty basic Mercedes for someone whose family owns half of Rodeo.
What did you want her to drive?
Bentley.
You think she was telling the truth?
No. She's in LA. No one's telling the truth.
Yeah.
The big one says, I want a lawyer.
big one.
There's one that's big and one that isn't. How'd you describe her?
Why don't you keep going with what Chris Tucker says? That'll cover it.
Okay. My note does say the big one says she wants a lawyer. Word for word. I'll screenshot and send it to you.
Look at this photograph. Mace Minaj?
No. Call her Liv Tyler's sister.
Okay.
That's Liv Tyler's sister?
That's her.
Yes.
Jesus.
I don't want to close my mouth. I don't want to miss a meal because I'll eat you, babe. Chris Tucker said, you need a personal trainer.
Oh.
The license says you weigh 180 pounds. You weigh more than a damn car.
I have a thyroid condition.
Well, then stop eating thyroids. Banter, golden dumpster.
Hot one wants a warning. He checks out her ass. He says, that depends. You girls like Chinese?
Jackie's phone rings. Beach Boys, California Girls ringtone.
Yeah.
Great callback.
Maybe don't do it so many times in this movie.
What? Buckle up.
Tucker's calling to set up a double date. Wants to play hide the little Asian policeman.
Oh.
Jackie can't talk.
Says these girls are sushi grade.
Oh, that's the ope.
A lot of opes.
Lee can't because he's with the ambassador.
Tucker exposition. You're mad because of what happened in New York. It was 3 years ago.
Wonder what happened.
I don't remember, so could have used a little more exposition.
Isabella was my girlfriend.
Oh.
We're friends now. Just come out with me one night. He says, the moo shoes on me. Hangs up, tells the ambassador.
My mom says hi.
Yeah.
CT5 liars.
Comedy. Cut to the World Criminal Court?
Yeah.
That sounds fake as fuck. I looked it up. There's an international criminal court in the Netherlands.
The Hague. Yeah. No, this is all completely pulled out of their ass.
Massive crowd assembled outside protesting. Hiroyuki Sanada is climbing around precariously on a skyscraper. We don't see his face. Max von Sydow addressing the room. Exposition about Chinese triads. 500,000 members, over 100 countries, a $50 billion empire built on extortion, drugs, sex, and slavery.
Triad month is back. I wonder if the Asian Organized Crime Task Force will make an appearance.
Subdivision of the WCC.
And then the chase squad have to go after him.
We must cut off the head of this snake before it swallows us whole.
That's a horseman, by the way.
Oh, cliches? Absolutely.
He's chairman of the WCC, put Ambassador Han in charge, and he also bought him a boat for his new promotion.
Everybody claps. Sniper loads up the rifle like Rambo loads up film and a camera. Han says nobody knows who leads these men, not for 500 years, but he has the secret all to himself. He will disclose it, and it affects everybody in the room. After years of searching, he believes he's finally located Shai Shen.
Mr. Ambassador, Shai Shen does not exist.
Then the UK ambassador.
Excuse me, I'm new in town and I've never had exposition before. Who is this Shai Shen?
Who is he in it?
Let's not hear the answer to that question. We got the sniper scope aimed right at Han. Glass shatters. Han is down. Jackie, with incredible vision, sees a figure running on a skyscraper a mile away.
Amazing.
Dude, 2020.
2010.
Then sees him zipping down the side.
25.
Jackie runs toward the busted window, backs up, leaps out, and rolls in the plants.
I thought he was going to jump onto the flagpole with the way that they positioned the shot. He just goes right into the bushes right below.
It's an important reminder that Jackie does all his own stunts as he jumps out of that window. Meanwhile, I can't even run across the street without feeling pain.
Did you fall down?
Yeah, he's 53 or 52 when this movie was made. I haven't know much later, but he's still well in his prime. He looks great.
He still got it, man.
And he's doing this well before the fun chemicals and shit that Tom Cruise has access to.
Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
hey, hello, what the hell is that?
Accusation.
What are you doing?
It's the thetans of all the Scientology. That's the chemical I'm talking about. The thetans that he's absorbed.
Oh, thetans.
Michael Thetan.
Not your best.
Diane Thetan.
That's better.
Now I'm back in.
All right, he's chasing him through the streets, running through traffic on the freeways. Tucker says he's keeping the licenses until he sees the girls tonight. Then here's the radio chatter. Knows it's Lee. He's going to commandeer their car.
Shoves them over, hops in the car, starts driving.
Throwing the trash bag that Kenji does. He takes a trash bag and he throws it into traffic. I think that helps Jackie because now they crash and it stops the traffic as opposed to he would have been doing Frogger.
I think if he was in a car, it makes it worse for him. On foot, no.
I don't know. I think it changes the predictability of the direction. Like it's making them swerve. So
maybe, but
it's a one-shot deal. It's the first swerve because then they're crashed and you got an obstacle, but it makes it less predictable.
Yeah.
They're crossing the highway in downtown LA. Tucker screeches to a halt in traffic, backs up, trying to follow them.
At one point, Jackie does the Joe Gatto.
That's the Jackie Chan. He does this all the time. Oh, I'm losing my balance.
Yeah.
Also, Chris Tucker, it must be said, it is a horseman. Teddy Rexing his ass off.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of Teddy Rexing.
Might need to change the award.
Wow.
Hold on now.
Wow.
No.
Be respectful. He slides under closing garage door. That's also typical Jackie. They're in an alley. Lee pulls a gun on him. He says, hello, Lee.
Dramatic turnaround.
Don't move, Kenji. He says, what are you waiting for? Shoot me.
What are you doing?
Woof.
What are you waiting for? Do it now. Shoot me. Kill me.
Ass off for how calm Kenji is. He's daring Lee to shoot him.
Kenji? That's a hot man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good looking guy.
So Jackie.
And he's got just a wisp of a chin beard.
Just a wisp.
Just enough to provide some definition.
Now, Zach, I know you can't tell this, but they're actually speaking in Japanese to one another. That's not Chinese. I can tell because I can tell these languages apart.
First of all,
that's my gift.
You read the trivia and you did your research before the movie.
No. I knew it in the moment.
I know what Japanese sounds like. Thank you very much.
You don't know what it sounds like. You couldn't tell Japanese if it
fucking lived there for 3 years.
Face fucked. When did you live there for 3 years?
I just moved back.
Oh, that's right. Yes, and.
Fucking idiot.
You're the DK, right?
Whoa.
That's the guy Gene.
I'm the guy Gene.
Why?
They both have guns on each other. He says, we both know you won't shoot.
Called him a bitch, basically.
He starts to parkour away, and Lee fires a warning shot. See, I know you too well. Here comes Chris down the alley with the car. Kenji starts firing into the windshield.
At the innocent women.
Insane.
Chris smashes into the dumpster, almost crushes Jackie.
That's mine.
Kenji jumps up on the ladder. The stuntman avoids it.
Lee, are you okay? As soon as he realizes he's not dead, he says, I'd like you to meet our dates for this evening, Marsha and Zoe.
Yeah.
And then he gets serious and he says, the fat one's yours, Golden Dumpster. Also, CT5 worst friends.
Yeah.
Something Zach would do.
Cut to the hospital. What?
What?
What'd you say?
We should do CT5 worst friends is what I said.
Huh. Rewind that. Chris is apologizing to Lee.
I'm sorry, I almost read you over. Lee says, Carter, not now. And Chris Tucker goes, aw, welcome to Cinephobe.
Captain Deal? What kind of a deal?
What kind of a deal?
The bullet missed Han's heart. He's going to be okay.
Captain, you have to give me back my shield and put me on this case. I made one little mistake. Take a brother off the bench.
One little mistake? You handcuffed 2 women and stole their car.
Isn't that why we have insurance? Everyone has an off day, Captain.
Last month, you put 6 Iranians in jail for a week.
You and I both know them Iranians was terrorists.
They were scientists at UCLA.
Big deal. Because they cured cancer in rats? That doesn't mean they won't blow shit up.
Banter, Golden Dumpster.
Tony Medley would be proud, or would he?
Or would he? LAPD won't be doing the investigation anyway. Lee says Ambassador is his responsibility. Then maybe you can tell me how the shooter got away. Got his ass.
Ooh, yeah.
Daughter's coming to see Han right now. Keep her safe. And then Chris says, no problem, Captain. We'll make you proud. Try not to think about your wife leaving you. She'll come back.
Tucker ad-libs as a horseman.
The look back from Captain Deal. Ass off.
All in a day's work for Philip Baker Hall.
Sue Young walks in. He hugs Chris Tucker, and he says, oh, it's been so long. So young. Sue Young. At this point, I'd like to stop and direct you all to Brett Ratner's Wikipedia page, specifically sexual assault allegation section.
Jackie blames himself. She wants them to promise to find the man. 2 weeks ago, Han mailed her an envelope. She put it in her locker at the Kung Fu Studio at 8347 First Street, Chinatown, in Juju's backyard.
Oh,
that's right.
I said, cut to Juju. Wait, different Chinatown.
Same note too.
Tucker drives Jackie there. Then Jackie tells him to go home. Drive yourself then.
Same note too.
Have that conversation before he fucking drives you to Chinatown.
Get a taxi.
What the hell?
This is the business of China.
Well, for your information, I'm part Chinese now. That's right, Lee. For the last 3 years, I have studied the ancient teachings of Buddha, earning 2 black belts in wushu martial arts, spending every afternoon at the Hong Kong Guard massage parlor on Pico and Bundy. I am half Chinese, baby.
If you half Chinese, I'm half black. I'm your brother and I'm fly. You down with that, Snoopy? That's dope, isn't it?
Sorry, Lee, you can't be black. There's a height requirement. Same as riding a Matterhorn.
It's like a G-dog on a fly tip, flossing with the pussy, cutting in the crib.
They're going in. Kids doing martial arts training. Chris says to listen up. Need to see Soo Young's locker right now. They tell him that no one's allowed in the back without the master's permission.
Kids draw swords on him. I'm about to beat the puberty out of y'all. You ain't gonna see it coming.
The instructor gives an instruction. The kids move out of the way. About time he shows some respect. Lee tells him to wait for the master. He walks through the door and tries to move the giant out of the way like he's a curtain, which I thought was so funny.
Great physical comedy.
Incredible.
Damn. Wow. Damn.
He can't believe how tall the guy is.
I got a big problem, man. This boy's on steroids. He got a head like Barry Bonds.
Reference.
Chris is ass off. He's thrown across the mat. He comes over as Lee is checking on him and tries to stomp his chest. Lee catches it. It hurts his hands.
Enormous fucking foot.
Another Jackie Chan staple. The have my hands or my fingers stomped on and I do the...
The man kicks Lee against the wall. He steps on Chris's shoe. My bunions. He's doing the little brother head on the floor.
Hand on your head as you swing. That's 20 CB.
Tossing him around like rag dolls.
How do you say surrender in Chinese? Then Chris grabs a glaive, about to slice you up like a giant California roll. Oh.
Andre the Giant calls Tucker.
Funny black man.
Yep.
Tucker hits himself in the face with the nunchucks. Keep grabbing weapons off the wall and getting blocked. He lifts them both up with a stick and spins around.
Reminded me of Hercules in New York.
Yep.
With the plank.
On the dock, the instructor yells out as the master walks in and everybody gets in formation and bows.
Oh, he's got a long white beard. That's how you know he's the master.
A real use on first.
Because the master's named you. Clip it.
Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
That is what I just said.
You just said what?
I did not say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
And you is answering.
Shut up. You.
Yes?
Not you, him. What's your name?
Me.
Yes, you.
I am me. He's me. And I'm you.
And I'm about to whoop your old ass, man, because I'm sick of playing games. You, me, everybody's ass around here. Him. I'm going to kick his ass. I'm sick of it.
It goes on for a while.
Holy shit.
Comedy.
Lazy writing. Horseman.
I laughed.
Doesn't shock me.
You laughed?
No.
Me.
You explains the men emptied her locker.
No, I didn't.
With guns this morning, couldn't stop them. Said that she would end up like her father.
This whole scene, in other words, ladies and gentlemen, front to back, get to 90.
Oh,
absolutely.
The entire scene.
A lot of this movie is get to 90.
Get to 90, a horseman?
Yes.
It's get to 90, but it's also in the trivia. I want to have a fight with a giant.
Sure.
How many things can we do with this giant?
As they're leaving, Chris says, I don't know what the hell you're feeding him, but he's too damn big.
Comedy.
I laughed.
You get back to the hospital. The cops are gone.
Security was called away. Car full of triads pulls up outside. They got suits and weird facial hair and some scars, so you know they're triads.
They try to wheel Ambassador Han out on a gurney and the assassins show up to kill, but they pull the sheet back.
Film noir.
Oh, I saw the film.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Absolutely not. Gong it. Supercharged.
You don't even know what I said.
Motherfucker.
It's the part you tell me you took 3 years of French or some shit.
4 years honors French.
Either way, what you're trying to say is horrible. Either way.
Oh, shit.
Tucker, hiding on the bottom, points his gun right in this triad's ass and says, don't move or I'll blow your ass cheeks off.
The triad? Ass off.
Dog.
The way he looks down.
Oh, they got blown off?
No.
Fucking idiot. All right, Lee takes the guns. 2 more guys come in. We've got a shootout. Lee is keeping the 2 they ambushed in check as Chris is firing at the other 2. He runs out of bullets, tells Lee to throw him a gun. He slides it, and it hits the gurney instead.
Soo Young is holding her own in this tag team fight. Tucker is wasting ammo like crazy. He finally shoots someone. See? I always got your back after Jackie tosses him a gun with no ammo in it and then dives to give him the ammo for the gun and they get it and then he shoots him finally.
Golden dumpster.
Tucker blames Jackie for everything. And we've got dueling Louis Pinnocks as Tucker asks, who sent you in Chinese? And the triad member responds back in very hard to understand French. He is speaking French, but
careful.
That is tough.
He says, French? What kind of ope speaks French?
Verbatim.
He keeps speaking French. No, you're Asian. Stop humiliating yourself. He puts the guy in a headlock.
Slaps the shit out of him.
Lee asks the nurse to find someone who speaks French. Now they're in the morgue interrogating him, and the nurse brings in a nun.
Sister Agnes.
From the chapel, who is fluent in French.
And she reluctantly tells them that the triad used the N-word.
This is a golden dumpster for sure.
Sister, you tell this piece of S word that I would personally F-word him up.
Monsieur, ce monsieur vous envoie personnellement vous faire F.
Me faire F? Dis-lui que ce putain de nègre de grand-mère, c'est ce ours. Did he say nigger?
He used the N-word again, but this time he mentioned your grandmother.
You tell him that his mama's a H.
Carter, I believe whore is spelled with a W.
Right. W, and his sister's a W, and his grandmama's a 2-bit W, who makes double because she got no teeth. You tell him I said that.
Il dit que votre sœur est une paix, qui gagne double parce qu'elle n'a pas de dons.
Et son petit copain là, dis-lui c'est une grande pauvre fiotte, un sale pédé et une tapette de Toulouse. Did he say it again?
No, this time he called this gentleman a word that means cat and another word that rhymes with maggot.
What?
The way Jackie says what?
Yeah.
He's ass off.
Well, you tell him he's an AW.
Lee, how is spelled with an H?
I have a dictionary upstairs.
Just call him an asshole.
Faut gueule! De toute façon, vous allez crever, comme Han et la fille. Hein? Vous êtes morts.
He says you've both been marked for death, like Han and the girl.
Her reaction when Jackie blurts out, call him an asshole. Ass off.
I know there's a lot of candidates here. She locks up Louis Pinnock at the end.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tucker demands to know about Shai Shen or he'll cut his bees off and shove them in his mouth. Beads? Hi, Brent.
Beads?
His beads, sister? His hairy, stinking beads.
Bees?
Beads.
Beads?
We'll see who gets more honey. Bzzz.
Tucker asks for a gun. Jackie gives it to him without bullets again. I am trying to kill somebody, man. Damn. They keep saying marked for death. They said it. Got nothing to lose.
She's praying last rites.
Call the Lord and tell him he's about to have company.
She's almost done. Father, forgive me for I have sinned. He yells out, wait in French, gives 50 Franklin D. Roosevelt, Jean vive. Nice working with you, sister. Anytime, brother.
Brother.
They high five, and she does a little head nod and everything.
And that's your Louis Pinnock.
Lock it in.
Brother is a horseman.
Tells Soon Young that they're getting out of there. Lee says they have no choice. They take her to Mr. Renard from the World Court. These people won't leave Han's side, getting out of LA, going to Paris with his family. She reminds them of the promise they made. As they turn toward the car, the limo explodes.
Exploding limos. Outside of government buildings. Daisy chain.
Chris does some tactical redundancy. Assassin only speaks French. Limo blows up at the French consulate. Next World Court meeting is in Paris 2 days from now. Guys.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah. We go to Fiji, we hide out for a year, maybe change our names, get jobs as bartenders, and I'm gonna call you Kiko.
Incredible Chris Tucker.
Kiko, that's such a funny name.
Yeah.
This is 100% 20CV, the old, you think of what I'm thinking and then say something completely different.
And it's not Cocktail 3, it's Rush Hour 3, so we're going to Paris.
On the flight, Chris tells Lee that the average French woman is naked 34% of the time. That sounds like some John Taffer science right there.
Here's the science, a Bar Rescue podcast.
Science!
Every Tuesday on your feeds.
He's looking at a photograph of Isabella. Look at this photograph. Of the woman we couldn't get to come back for this movie.
Guys, they're making it sound like Chris Tucker slept with her.
Film noir?
Noir.
What did I do that was so terrible? You shot my girlfriend in the neck.
It's not like she died. So she has droopy eyes. She was a Poco Loco.
That was temporary. That's a golden dump. That's a funny ass comeback.
It's so funny.
It's revealed that Jackie was in the friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like Jeep.
Oh.
Didn't even sleep with her.
No Coochie Chan?
What?
No Hosebo. No Pussy Picola.
Nope.
No Coochie Chan.
Nope. Be respectful.
You?
I respect Jackie Chan.
You just said film. Don't turn me into Rambo here. Chris says he's relax, have fun, cut down on the rice in his diet because he's constipated.
You need me, brother. I don't need anyone. And please don't call me brother. Tucker hands over literature of an underground gentlemen's club in Paris. Not an unhoused gentlemen's club. That's something else.
It's probably an address we haven't heard yet, right?
50 Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh.
Check your lease, man. You're living in Swing City. Tucker calls to the flight attendant. Can we have one gefilte fish and some X-Lax?
Call back.
Cut to Paris. French official of the DST asked them to come with him. A few questions.
That's Roman Polanski with a tiny mustache.
Literally, my note was, oh, because I forgot he was in this movie. It was a genuine shock.
It took me until they were beating him with the phone book. So at first glance, it didn't register. And then I was like, oh, fuck, that's Roman Polanski.
At this point, I'd like to stop and direct you all to Roman Polanski's Wikipedia page, specifically the legal history section.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Frog leg eating, snail sucking, motherfucking cock sucking bureaucrat.
I wish I could daisy chain to airport interrogations.
Am I right, brother?
Sounds like you want me to do From Paris with Love. They're strung up and they're hitting them with phone books like Keanu and The Game in Street Kings.
This is by far the worst airport I've ever been to.
Comedy.
What are they looking for in Paris? They're on vacation, just taking in the sights. He's worried that two stupid cops will get their head blown off by the triads. Can't force them to leave, but makes a suggestion. Found this gun in their jacket. Both could do 20 years for that.
Puts on a latex glove, pops it. Welcome to Paris.
Golden Dumpster Jackie Chan saying, oh shit.
Yeah.
So quiet and full of dread.
They limp out of the airport grimacing.
Comedy.
While it was funny to see them limp out, the idea that we're going to cast this dude in the movie, what are we going to have him do? What if we have him
finger popping each other's assholes?
Assholes. Clip it.
Clip it.
Meanwhile, you two were standing around, finger popping each other's assholes.
We're not finger popping each other's assholes. What we're doing is getting shit done.
How's that not on the soundboard?
I'm going to put, how is that not on the soundboard before all this other shit?
Dog, do you guys understand? It would be like you cast OJ after the death of Nicole.
Of course we understand.
No.
What?
I'm going to explain this to listeners.
If only someone had the creative vision to execute a plan like this. If only we could get, I don't know, Brett Ratner to come up with this stupid fucking idea.
Think about this. You cast OJ after the fact.
Don't say it again.
It'd be like if the Menendez brothers cast OJ in a movie.
Yes, and then OJ, what's he play, a cab driver? No, he's going to play someone who murders a blonde.
If I did it, I'd put on a glove first.
Oh, that glove don't fit. You must have quit.
They get in a cab. They give him the address.
Get out.
What?
I don't drive his kind.
My kind?
Americans, I don't drive Americans.
But I'm Chinese.
Yeah, but you're with him. And they're the most violent people on earth. Always starting wars, always killing people. Americans make me sick.
Look, man, we are not in the mood for this. Me and my partner just got violated by a small Frenchman.
Wearing a very large ring.
You're a pathetic bunch of criminals who always resort to violence. Always push around the little guy.
And that stuff ain't true. America's not violent.
Come on, America is a joke. You lost in Vietnam, you lost in Iraq. You can't even beat the Europeans in basketball anymore. The dream team is dead.
This is the type of argument I could 100% see Zach Harper getting into.
I'm not having this fucking the world's caught up with the team yet. Fuck off. I know it's before the Redeem Team. Go eat my ass, okay?
Roman Polanski or?
Now, to be clear, that's not what sets Chris Tucker off.
I didn't hear you, man. Talk about the NBA again. I dare you. I double dare you.
Even you skinny women disgust me. Holly Berry.
Oh, hell no. There you done gone too far. You want violence, smelling Frenchman? Huh? Do you want violence? Well, you got it.
Gotta put the gun down.
Say you love America.
I love America. Please don't kill me.
Sing the national anthem.
Allons enfants de la...
Not that one, man. Sing the American one.
I know it.
Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, see, can you see?
The Dodger delight.
French accordion music as we drive by the Arc de Triomphe along the Seine.
Cab drivers are a horseman in all the Rush Hour movies.
Yes.
There is a funny cabbie in every single one.
Down an alley, they walk into the Unhoused Gentleman Club, and Tucker is distracted by his horniness.
By Lenore.
Jackie's focused. Tucker says, let's split up. I'll take the women. Finds a hot woman in a blue dress. Tries the Carter, James Carter intro.
Reference.
Sits at a baccarat table.
Or as he calls it, baccarat.
She speaks French, thinks she doesn't understand, says he wants to butter her like a slice of Wonder Bread, shave your armpits, pour honey all over your naked body, future callback, and for the next 2 weeks, pretend I was a hungry bear. Film noir.
She speaks 6 languages.
One of them English?
Comedy.
That's funny.
The dealer says it's €1,000 minimum. He's like, how much am I short? 930 euros. Damn.
He pulls out a crumpled bill and tosses it on the table. Money plays and money talks.
She'll cover him. Lee goes to the bar, asks for Genevieve.
Oh, did you know who the bartender is? Did you notice?
I didn't look, no.
It's Dupree from Money Talks.
Oh.
Not the main bad guy, the one that breaks the dude out.
Amin is correct. Repeat offender Frank Brynbrook. He's also in Godzilla.
Bartender speaks French. Woman says she might be able to help. then says what she hates about cops is when they're with a woman, they can't stop thinking about getting their man. And I said, I didn't know Amin was a cop.
Ah, you beat me to it. I hate you.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
I fucking hate you right here.
I knew it.
Copy and paste. Do you know what I hate about cops? Cobra formula. Even when they're with a woman, they're always thinking about getting their man. Zach, you're a cop.
I knew I had to beat you to that joke.
I knew I had to beat you to the joke.
I almost typed in, I've got to beat Amin to this joke.
And my note was...
homophobia.
Louis Shen, she says, see what I mean? She'll give him what he wants upstairs. Back to the table. Chris says, hit me. He's told it's Baccarat.
Like it's Sanka.
He starts bullshitting about playing Baccarat in front of a Magic Johnson theater.
So funny.
Reference.
Hits them. 3 kings. Read them and weep. 3 kings is a 0. You have the worst possible hand. You lose.
The woman has a 7. 100k euros. You bring me luck. I'd like to bring you breakfast in bed.
He sees Lee walking with the woman, gets up to see what's going on, goes into the room, smiles. Way to go, Lee.
He stalks him from the gaming floor all the way up to where that room is. And he says, today, my boy becomes a man.
Lee wants to know how she can help.
Dragon Lady tells Jackie, someone's gonna die here tonight. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, turns all the way to face the camera.
Don't do that.
And it's you!
She busts out the blades. Okay, her fan has blades all around it.
Yeah.
CT5 weapon.
Oh.
I didn't even notice that about the fans, Zach. I was just staring at her ears.
Let's knock down magnetic collar buzzsaw from Wild Wild West off the list.
Oh.
Is it OLI?
Yeah, it's OLI.
Fan with knives.
Because you can take the knives out and start chucking them by themselves.
Ah, he said it.
Glass onion. Also, it comes back as a boomerang? Get the fuck out of here. Incredible weapon.
The moaning sounds sexual.
What?
To Chris Tucker.
Come on, Crouching Tiger, don't hide that dragon. Reference.
This is when I noted that Jackie's 53 and his stunts are looking pretty smooth. He's doing great.
Still killing it.
Look at this photograph. Does not do it justice, but him jumping above the knife.
Amazing.
Fucking crazy stunt, man.
He's escaping. Tucker calls her a super freak. One last knife throw into a portrait.
The crotch of a portrait.
Right between the legs. Yep.
They run out and hop in the cab as bikers are in pursuit like London has fallen.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. You're ready to move your business forward, but first, you need to find the right team. Start your search with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It can help you reach qualified candidates fast, ensuring your listing is the first one they see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs are 90% more likely to report a hire than non-sponsored jobs. See the results for yourself. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
Get Popeyes Scary Good Freddy Fazbear Box with garlic palm tenders and cheesy bites with marinara sauce. Or try the deluxe box with the cupcake cup and a 20-ounce drink and see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Okay, Chad. Today you're gonna drive the all-electric Toyota BZ.
But my electric vehicle phobia. I'm not ready, Dr. Ross.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh. We're inside it.
Try to take deep breaths, okay?
The ventilated seats, they're touching me.
You can do this, Chad. Drive the car. How do you feel, Chad?
I feel cured. Woohoo! I'm doing it!
The all-electric BZ. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
Cab driver is reluctant to speed up until a gunshot breaks his window. Now he's scared. Tucker asks if he watches American movies and then makes a completely nondescript reference to "You're a super spy."
A super spy. Now drive this cab. It works. He slicks his hair back real nice.
Real good.
Woo, baby.
Starts driving his ass off.
They tell him to hit the brakes. Double door clothesline. The bikers have guns. The car backs up, snaps both doors off. One biker's on the roof. George gets away with a power slide. Jackie takes out one biker with the kick. Tucker tries to do it. Oh no, he gets stuck hanging halfway out the car.
Caught his leg.
This is my golden dumpster right here. They are speeding through Paris, and we've got a gentleman with a cart full of baguettes.
Baguettes, yes.
Crossing the street.
Absolutely.
It is so corny and dumb, and I laughed so hard.
But it caused them to go on two wheels.
The idea that, you know, instead of two guys carrying a panel of glass or some shit, let's make it as French as possible.
If it was French rolls, they're not going on two wheels. The baguettes. That's what did it.
Also, we'll get to it and look at this photograph, but the thing that he's using to transport these baguettes, I think is like a TV stand.
Okay, sure, yeah.
What?
It's the laziest shit I've ever seen.
Whatever cart they had on set.
Yep, out of Brett Ratner's trailer.
Lee punches the helmet, hurts his hand. Chris opens a visor. He punches him properly. They kick him out.
Teamwork.
Says, get your own damn cab, TGT.
Bant goes on four wheels again. French are neutral. This is not my fight. He goes to scream at them. They're not in the cab anymore.
Tucker is Teddy Rexing about life flashing before his eyes and the vision he had of the future.
We had three kids who looked just like you, only a little darker. I laughed. That's a great line.
The van pulls up to get them. Kenji's wearing a badass white suit in a tunnel near the river.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Tucker says, nice suit.
Yeah.
Immediately launches into historical exposition about the French sewers. 10 million gallons pumped through every hour. A marvel that no one ever sees. Welcome to Paris, Lee.
Know this clown?
Jackie, why don't you give some exposition about me? Introduce him to your Xiang Di. Xiang Di? Your brother?
Oh.
Film noir? I have a brother?
But Chris Tucker doesn't know Chinese.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Learn Chinese. Exposition this at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, I forgot about the exposition. Yeah. Doesn't talk about me much. In fact, he spent his whole life trying to forget about me. How would it look if Hong Kong's great Inspector Lee had a brother on the wrong side of the law? Not my brother anymore. Forget about Shenzhou. Yes, I forgot. Says that Lee spared his life in LA. Should have shot him. Can't escape his past. Lee says it's because he's not an assassin. Kenji will allow him to live if they promise to leave Paris tonight, which Chris says, you got a deal. Thanks for showing us the sewer. Listen, that's a badass suit. Yeah. Let's get the hell out of here.
Jackie wonders about Han. Kenji doesn't have a choice. Well, then I have no choice.
Well, I guess he's staying. Who want to take me to the airport?
I had no choice first before you had no choice. I'm the one who doesn't have a choice. They'll always be brothers in this life and the next.
Brothers, horsemen.
Jackie asks about Shai Shen. Kenji says some secrets are worth dying for. Jackie shoves the goons down and they run away and they slide down a shitwater slide into the sewer.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Cut to them walking to the hotel.
They smelled like shit.
Squelching shit water all over this 5-star marble lobby.
Chris wants a big suite, 2 beds, 2 showers, a massage therapist, new clothes, and a case of Old Spice.
Tucker asks Jackie why I didn't tell him about Kenji. They argue in front of a woman in the elevator and a tiny dog pees on Tucker.
Comedy.
Jackie says, good girl, Noodle.
Cut to them in the room. They're trying on the new suits. Chris thinks maybe Kenji didn't get away in LA. Maybe you let him go.
Time for more Kenji exposition. The Yakuza killed his family in Tokyo, sent to China when he was 7, grew up in the same orphanage. They kept each other alive. Now Jackie feels guilty about leaving Kenji and says Tucker would never understand, but luckily Tucker also has a brother named Perry who runs chicken fights in his garage.
This was so funny.
Can you believe that? My own brother think I'm a snitch. Just cause my chicken lost in the semifinals, I didn't even really care.
Carter.
Fight was fixed, man. My bird was fighting a chicken that didn't make his weight. And he still went the distance, had a lot of heart. And he was delicious.
He does this in every Rush Hour, I think, where he tries to empathize with Jackie.
Yeah.
But it's always the most ridiculous thing.
Chicken didn't make weight.
Had a lot of heart. And he was delicious.
Lee wants to do it on his own. It's personal. Chris says Kenji ain't his brother. Lee says, you're not my brother.
Uh-oh.
And that hurts Chris.
Sad piano. Fine. I'm not your brother. Clip Elton John. Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
Walks out of the room, walks out of the hotel.
What am I gonna do to make you love me? What am I gonna do to make you care? What do I do when lightning strikes me? And awake to find that you're not there.
This montage is so racist.
Do you get it? Because they're embracing each other's stereotypical culture.
It's so ope-worthy.
It's incredibly ope-worthy.
I honestly don't know whether they've leaned into the bit too much or they jumped the shark here.
He watches Temple of Doom and starts thinking about Jackie?
You think that's offensive? How about Jackie Watching people in an African village greet one another and then deciding to order fried chicken.
Sean Astin, no way that hotel has fried chicken or sweet potato pie.
Absolutely not.
Cool with it.
Chris Tucker seeing Ke-Huy Quan say something and chuckling to himself.
Short Round?
No.
That's his name. That's the name of the character. It's like if you were reading Huckleberry Finn.
I wouldn't say that character either.
Which character?
What's Ja Rule's character name?
Oh, it seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word.
Cut to a Frenchman singing California Girls as Chris eats on a dining patio.
Cut to a busker playing Mr. Sunshine on my fucking shoulders, John Denver, and somebody's about to die. Oh no, sorry, it's the Beach Boys.
He sees Lenore from the club
in an animal print jacket.
She's Genevieve.
Suddenly she's on a billboard.
Lee's out of the shower. Renard is at his door.
You mean the generic, rich, evil white man, or groom for short?
He thinks he's gonna get killed. A dozen secret police have already been murdered in the last month. He's at war with the triads. Jackie asks about Shai Shen as he's asked every single person that he's met in this movie.
Shai Shen is not a person. It's a list. Every 5 years, triads come together and come up with the men who will lead the triads. Dragon heads, 13 of them handed down.
Triad election, generation to generation, secret society. Genevieve has the list. Get to her before the triads do and gives them a ticket to the same show that Chris Tucker's already at.
And he's backstage.
You guys ever wear a bathrobe in your house or at a hotel?
Hotel, yeah. If it's a nice one.
They're always too small, but I still wear them.
You've seen 30 Rock, right? When Will Arnett.
Yeah, Will Arnett. That's exactly how I feel.
Will Arnett is wearing a robe, but he's cut it to where it is
at nut level.
Daisy Dukes level.
Hog deep is how far that robe goes. He's backstage with the showgirls. They're confused. Ça va? Oui, oui, voulez-vous?
He's Bubbles, the new costume designer.
Now, I think Bubbles' accent is the Louis Pinnock.
Me too.
Because this shit is all over the fucking place.
Okay, but I'll remind you, the nun did the little head nod.
She was great. She nailed it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But he keeps this going for so fucking long.
He does, yeah.
And I don't know what accent he's doing at certain points. They all line up for him silently. These costumes are terrible. Jackie shows up, sees triad guys and booze, and hides behind a column.
I'd like to give a Kathy Bates award for the guys on stage. One of them's on the unicycle, the other one's on a board over a ball, and both are juggling.
That's real French theater right there.
The song is the can-can. Da, 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 da. 20 CB.
Back to Tucker. He's got them all lined up and naked.
He's going to dress the blondes first, then the brunettes, then the hybrids.
The Lord have truly blessed you all with tremendous talent. Trust me. And some of you have what I like to call silver dollar potential.
Let me just say, we talked about how great it would have been to be the casting director for Cheer Company.
Okay, Brett Ratner.
Yeah.
What?
Roman L. Polanski, you okay?
No. Not gonna do that. Have either of you ever been to a cabaret?
Just went.
Real?
Yeah, I went to Crazy Horse. It was fun.
I went to one in Minneapolis. They had one.
I thought to myself when I wrote the question, that should look boring as fuck. But then when they did the Bonnie and Clyde, I was like, maybe I was wrong.
That was pretty spot on. It's a lot of lip syncing and costume changes. And the one that I saw at Crazy Horse had really well-timed projection with the coordinated movements, synchronized movements.
The laser pointer that looks like they're shooting machine guns, but really they're just spelling Jean-Vive.
Yo, that was CT5 Productions.
I stood up and clapped.
Clip this, Serge Gainsbourg and Brigitte Bardot spoken word song about Jesse James and Bonnie and Clyde.
Leur nom,
Bonnie Parker
et Clyde Barrow.
Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde.
I called her Fake Maya at this point.
Real Lady Marmalade.
Yeah.
They have Tommy guns. The old school car comes out and rotates. They're shooting blanks. Genevieve comes out of the door with her name on it. Tucker goes out wearing a hat and kind of dances, but mostly drags her away out of the spotlight.
I feel like the assassins really missed their chance when the machine guns were going off.
That's the time.
That's the time when you shoot.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Tells her life's in danger. She keeps dancing. Then the lights go out. Spotlight on. Sees the triads and hears music start. So Chris Tucker starts singing Roberta Flack in falsetto.
The closer I get to you,
joins in on a trapeze.
Singing the Donny Hathaway part.
This ass is nowhere to be found.
Over and over again, I try to tell myself that we could never be more than friends. And while inside I knew it was real, the way you make me feel.
They didn't coordinate this at all.
He's having the fucking time of his life, though.
You know what? When you have chemistry, you don't need to rehearse, man. Turn on that camera and go.
The swing slowly glides in. They back into the car, and that's when the triads decide to start shooting.
It's kind of a tight production, man.
The crowd loves it.
Oh, the crowd buys the whole thing.
The crowd is blown away by the entire sequence.
Jackie and Chris reach her and help her get out the car, and this bitch.
They reach around the car, yeah.
Jackie and Chris Reacher? Is that Jack Reacher's brother?
It's Jack Reacher's younger brother.
Chris Reacher?
This bitch has the nerve to say, "Get your hands off me." Unbelievable.
Pretty late. He's been groping her for about 5 minutes.
For a while.
They've been trying to save you for 5 minutes and you didn't want to listen, and now that the gun...
Well, she had a show. It's on the billboard.
They run out into the taxi. It's George. He wants to drive them full time. No charge. Today was amazing.
The guns, the shooting. Now I know what it feels like to be an American.
He says, I'll drink this shit all day, and he holds up some New York roast coffee. That's a funny detail.
Comedy.
Puts a Lakers dad hat on. Comedy. He's desperate to kill someone tonight.
He's ass off. Cut to the hotel room. Lee thinks that she stole the Shai-Shen list. Chris says they need to talk to her so they can get her relaxed. Wine from the minibar. They both want her.
Maybe we should put in a dirty movie.
Lee!
Only $9.95. And I said, I don't know how I feel about this character development of Lee.
Being horny?
Being a hornball, yeah.
Also, I don't even think this is odd. So when was the last time they were $9.95?
You think that's too low of a price?
It's France, so maybe. I don't know.
Euros.
Oh, euros, maybe. Yeah, you're right. He's going in.
Like Taffer, I'm going in.
Lee wants to go with him. Chris shuts the door on him. She thinks Kenji figured out what she's done. She's as good as dead.
Film noir, she's a triad, I guess?
Yeah.
Not really explained.
I'll tell you what she is. She's ass on. You don't get it. I'm one of them. And if I'm dead, you're dead.
Is this a Giselle situation, though?
That's what I'm thinking. It's a Giselle situation.
I don't know. Does she ever speak French in this movie?
Yeah, she does. She yells at the triads.
Chris tells her that a donkey's lips will not fit on a horse's mouth, and that's old cliches.
Well, first of all, he brings up an old Chinese saying.
Chinese cliches?
Jen says, what does that mean? And that's donkey formula, as well as...
Like from Shrek?
He was thinking about her lips. She thanks him for saving her. Tucker says, call him James or Stallion.
James, I'm bad.
How can I repay you?
You got $20?
She kissed him. How about 10?
Kiss him again. He's going in again.
She says she's a bad girl, and he says, hallelujah.
Jackie goes out on the balcony and looks at the Eiffel Tower.
I've never been with an American. Neither have I.
Bite that ear, punish that ear, but his nipples are sensitive, unlike Eddie Murphy.
He's no Eddie Murphy.
She says she's got to go to the bathroom. He says, you need some matches?
Tucker quickly orders a bottle of honey and some Red Bull from room service.
Lee's on the balcony, looks below. It causes him to be missed by a blade that comes flying through. Man across the way is trying to warn him.
I love how ass off Jackie is waving to this old man for no reason.
Hello.
Yeah.
Dragon lady behind him, like scream.
Yeah.
Buzzer sounds for the door. She hides.
He walks in to get it.
Jean-Pierre comes out the bathroom. No wonder Lance Armstrong came all this way to ride a bike.
Reference.
Lee has the honey and the Red Bull, but the door is now open to the room. The assassin's creeping up on Chris and Jean. She's reaching into her garter for John Morant's gun. Lee says, freeze, don't move. Assassin throws a blade at him and them, then jumps out the window.
Leaps over the balcony and sprints out of there, man. She is gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's going to shoot Chris Tucker? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, that's not followed up on or explained.
At all.
John Morant gun in the garter. Never uses it, never talks about it, and then acts like an innocent victim the rest of the movie.
She says she's been shot in the arm. Chris says it's just a flesh wound. Reference.
Because he's still trying to fuck.
He still wants to fuck, yeah. She goes to the bathroom.
He's furious about the cock block, and now they have to leave.
He's so mad.
I was trying to save your life. You couldn't wait 5 minutes?
George, the taxi driver, takes him home. Gerard Depardieu's daughter is his wife, and she's pissed off.
Oh, that's what that is.
I'm not what you think I am. Are you telling me you're gay?
Homophobia.
Ha 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 ha, golden dumpster.
Golden dumpster?
I laughed. Also, I'm glad the cabbie and his wife are practicing English.
Yeah, have to. Mm-hmm. He says he's an American spy.
He says you're a stupid cab driver, like your father was a stupid cab driver.
Dad!
And his father before him.
Oh, Daddy.
What kind of kiss could you crack?
Her accent while speaking English is interesting.
It's not French.
Maximin calls him a schmuck. They want Shai-Shen. It's right here. She takes her wig off, which is attached to a sparkly beret, almost a CT5 hat, and Tucker fucking loses it.
Holy mother of Jesus. She's a man. I went to second base with a damn Frenchman. It's the crying games. I'm Brokeback Carter. Oh.
I'm not a man, he's just a wigger.
You sure about that? Huh?
Big time ope.
This is Otso.
Homophobia.
It's Otsope.
Whoa. Lee, go over there and check the hardware. If she got anything in her bag bigger than a 3-iron, we're gonna beat his ass.
I'm a woman, James. A woman who needs a way out. You have to help me.
You have Shai-Shen?
No. I am Shai-Shen.
She's got the list tattooed on the back of her head. And then we get some exposition. In ancient times, they secretly tattoo the names onto a woman. Then the woman would be beheaded and buried forever. No records, no witnesses, patriarchy, misogyny.
Have these guys ever heard of a damn fax machine?
But why male models? Why her?
Because Kenji convinced her it was the right thing to do for the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And I said, how bad did Kenji tear that pussy up to convince her to essentially commit suicide?
She sent it to Han because he thought the World Court could protect her. She was wrong.
Hold on. No, we're not going to gloss over this. Kenji busts her wide open. He put the dick down on her. You know this, right?
She says they'll send an army to kill her to protect their way.
Baby, I need you to tattoo this shit on your head. Yeah, they're going to kill you at the end, but...
Why is Kenji talking like that?
I don't know.
Because if I talk how Kenji talks, you guys are going to lose your shit.
Yeah, that's why. That's where you have restraint.
That's where it is.
I do.
293 episodes.
CT5 liar.
I've always had it. What are you talking about? I'm always respectful.
To the respect... Guys! Women, to people respecting women.
Okay.
We can't fight no army, Lee. Who's going to protect me?
They take her to Max von Sydow. George is complaining about his wife not letting him be a spy. They say it's okay. Max von Sydow can't believe that Shai-Shen is real. Triads control the police, wants to see it. And his butlers draw guns, and that's when Jackie puts scissors at his neck, film noir.
Mm-hmm.
He staged the explosion in the limo. He sent Jackie to Jen to try and kill him. Tucker tells Max von Sydow it's over, gives exposition about what old men do in prison. It's not anal rape.
Best friend gonna be a mouse is funny.
It's not film noir. It's the film Blancas of Blancs.
Yeah.
It was so obvious he's the bad guy from the beginning.
So obvious.
Chris Tucker says, I told you he was bad. Didn't I tell you? Jackie says, no. And Chris Tucker says, well, I was thinking it.
Yeah.
Golden dumpster.
He's got a phone call. It's Kenji, wants to make a trade. Friends of his came across something in LA. It's Soo Young.
He wants Shai-Shen for Soo Young. Come alone. Jules Verne Restaurant. Midnight. Don't be late.
Soo Young dies if she sees Chris.
Guess where Jules Verne Restaurant is?
It's probably like deep in one of the divisions or something.
Well, it is in the Triad District of Paris at the Eiffel Tower.
Lee and Jen show up, or so we think.
Kenji and his goons in all white. This is a straight up dangerous night's crew waiting to slop up some steaks at the Eiffel Tower on New Year's Eve.
Save note too.
Maybe some chicken spaghetti.
He throws a sword to Lee, picks one up of his own.
Some smug swords position.
This soul has a past, and like ours, it has seen much pain, much blood. Hundreds of years ago, the Triads would kill their enemies with 100 cuts to the body. They would be very careful to avoid any major arteries so that the victim would stay alive for as long as possible. You have just experienced your first cut.
If anything happens to Soo Young,
You could never kill me, Lee. We both know that.
you know nothing about me.
I know you have no wife, no children, no family. Your life ended when we were kids back in Changzhou. You have nothing, just like me.
I wouldn't say nothing. It wasn't Jen.
Film Blanc.
It's Chris in a wig.
It's Ruby.
Oh, Multipass. Multipass was last episode.
Oh.
That was in Colombia.
I wouldn't say nothing. He has me, his brother from another mother.
I fucking hate that saying. It is overused so much.
What about in 07?
Yeah, even back then.
Okay.
It sounds so fucking dumb every time.
Well, Zach, how do you feel about Sister from Another Mister?
Hate it.
Kenji says Soo Young is enjoying the view, and that's when the camera pans to her dangling outside the window, and Jackie Chan didn't notice until right now.
That's pretty tough guy talk.
Tucker calls the goons the Temptations.
If I were tied up like that, if I'm not dead, I've absolutely shat myself.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just a river of shit.
Also, at some point, you're going to have to pee. There's no way you peed before they picked you up. You didn't know they were picking you up. They're not going to let you go pee at some point. That's a lot of bladder control. LA to Paris?
I'm hanging off the side of the Eiffel Tower. I'm peeing right there.
Intro.
How long is this intro going to be?
Jackie makes Tucker drop the gun. Kenji says, tonight, I lose a brother.
Nope.
Jackie and Kenji sword fight. Tucker talking shit, giving running commentary. Tosses a goon at Kenji, knocks him out a window, dangling. Jackie saves him, and once Kenji's secure, he throws Jackie out.
He sure does.
Now he's clinging to a beam.
Chris is fighting the Temptations.
Kenji grabs a sword, jumps after him.
It's a lot of Jackie Chan stunt work here, like sliding down these little passageways and balancing.
It's some pretty expensive CGI and green screen compositing going on here. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look real.
It looks okay.
But it doesn't look terrible. They spent the money right here. This is probably $25 million for this sequence.
Chris does some Jackie Chan shit with the chairs, hits a guy in the side with one, and they're both comically hurt.
He's beaten 4 triads.
He beat their ass.
Him and that stuntman took care of business right there.
No, that was all him.
Oh no, Jackie and Kenji go tumbling off of the Eiffel Tower.
I thought this was cool.
Giant net.
The whole trampoline action of it all.
They bounce real hard.
Is that real? Do they have a net right there?
Oh yeah.
And if they did, will that actually save anybody? I feel like they fell so far. You're sliced up.
They probably didn't fall far enough to get hurt.
Plus now you're on a trampoline.
But it bounced them up another 200 feet. So
yeah.
If I knew it was safe, I would say that looks pretty cool, but
yeah,
there's no way I would ever trust that thing to be safe.
They cut it. It starts splitting. They swing to the side.
He says, what are you waiting for? Do it now. Do it now. Come on, kill me. That's the second time he's done that.
Tucker knocks everybody out and sings Kung Fu Fighting and dances. This threw me off. I thought this was a self-reference to a previous movie, but no, it's from this movie. And now I'm wondering, have I seen it, or... It was a weird deja vu for me.
It was in the trailer a lot.
Then he remembers Soo Young.
Yeah.
I'm not saving Soo Young. I got to go out there? No, I'm sorry, bro. Go wait till Lee gets back.
Lee saves Kenji. Kenji says, let go or they'll both die. Then he says goodbye. Lee breaks the grip to fall below.
Do it now.
Lands in the ticket booth.
I guess he ain't going to be in rush hour 4.
Great fall, end over end, bullseye. Jackie's crying. The net gives away. He swings to a different beam easily.
Now they're all safe, right?
Nope. It's the Dragon Lady in a white suit. She also lives for New Year's Eve.
Money ears.
Would you like to know a secret cop?
No. That's how you deal with Cobra formula, folks.
She lets go of the rope. Chris goes diving after her on one end of the rope. It gets her. Then they swing back. They kick her.
Kicks her into a wheel and she gets ground up like minced meat.
Yeah, man.
Her ears get caught into it and the gear, and then that's her ears.
Lee jumps onto the ropes of the elevator to come up to where they are. Bad guys have some machine guns. Lee puts Soo Young in the elevator, tells her to call the police.
You're not gonna call the cops?
They run up the stairs. Lee, this is a badass stunt.
Dog.
This was insane.
Hiding in the flag?
That's incredible.
Fucking crazy.
Golden dumpster.
I don't give a shit whether it was at the top of the Eiffel Tower or on a second-story balcony.
Doesn't matter.
The fact that he could jump up into a flag, wrap himself, and hide like that, unbelievable.
They get the drop on these guys, fight them off, then they flip it, and it turns into a parachute that nearly takes Chris off the tower.
That sail.
This is the Sean Astin digging a pool.
What are you talking about?
There's a lot of shit I'm willing to suspend disbelief for.
What do you mean?
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker grabbing a flag, parachuting across the Seine down to the Trocadero.
It's windy.
It's windy.
It's windy.
Well, the best is that they jump off and they come together and scissor.
Oh.
And that's how they maintain the strength.
Yep.
And then they're scissoring in front of the Eiffel Tower, which is just a whole lot of mixed messaging there.
Yeah, it's a lot of mixed messaging.
Land in the Trocadero. Carter, what? I'm not constipated anymore. Cobra formula.
He shit himself.
Same note too, Jackie, because I would have definitely shot all over Paris.
They get out of the fountain and Reynard is there. He's got a gun and he's got Jean.
I'm gonna frame them for killing this girl, blowing her brains out. They hear a gunshot. They check themselves.
Or they wreck themselves.
Film noir. Max von Sydow falls into the fountain.
Okay.
And George, the taxi driver, has committed murder and will go to jail for the rest of his life.
Murder!
Cool? Roman Polanski's back. He kisses them on the cheek.
Oh, no.
This fucking diddler.
Why is Roman back?
Bizou takes credit. Finally brought down the triads.
You didn't do shit.
Spirit of brotherhood.
Chris says, you touch me again, you're going to owe me dinner in a movie.
My butt still hurts.
Yep. Need to work together. They do the you go this way, I'll go this way punch on him.
Oh, another callback.
And they walk off dance walking.
War, what is it good for?
Like the first movie.
After they assaulted a cop in front of all the other cops.
The end.
And their friend murdered one.
Yep.
Murdered the World Court chairman? I don't know what the fuck whatever that fake organization is.
He's the head of the WCW.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah.
Outtakes, because it's a Rush Hour movie. We get ancient teaching of booty. Jackie Chan comes out of the corner, instead of saying freeze, he says cheese. And doesn't know what he said wrong.
There's an extended sequence where he's saying seafood service instead of secret service.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he can't say it. Oh. And then Tucker can't say El Pollo Loco, and they rolled with that, and they just had him saying El Poco Loco, and that is what made the final cut.
Yeah.
That is funny.
So instead of it being a joke, it said he couldn't say it.
Also, he says, I'm sick of you, Kenji. You've been trying to kill us since the start of the movie. Ha ha ha. And then the last one, oh, you're not my brother. I'm not your brother. After all we've been through, Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2, ha 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 ha. Self-reference.
Am I right, brother?
Comedy.
Seatbelts fastened. Tray tables in an upright position. Here we go.
Lift off.
It's got to be them trying to kill Han and Su Young in the hospital.
I had Max von Sydow limo explodes. They're heading to Paris with Taverstats.
50 FDR in the magazine.
Jean-Vive.
But honestly, it could have been when she took the wig off.
Oh, crying games.
Brokeback Carter.
Check our hardware. She's got anything bigger than a 3-iron.
The Otsos, man.
We're going to whoop his ass.
Why don't you try telling us what the fuck happened?
Plot summary. 91 seconds on the clock for you, Zach Harper.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
They fucking deleted them.
3, 2, 1.
We're back with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker and their cops and inspectors. And we've got Ambassador Han giving the secrets of the triad at the World Court, which is definitely a real place. And right before he's going to give the secrets of who Shai Shen is, who is the leader, presumable leader of the triads, he gets sniped and find out that it is by Lee's brother, Kenji. We got a little chase through that. And, you know, why didn't you tell me you have a brother? Blah, blah, blah. And then Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, they're going to go save Ambassador Han at the hospital. And then they got to save Su Young, the daughter. And they got to get the list and then find out that it was stolen and everything. And then now we got to go have the World Court leader keep us safe, but then his limo explodes. Now they're going to Paris because everyone's going to Paris. They wanted to go to Paris. That's why they made the movie. They want to have a vacation in Paris. And so they go there and they find a woman and they find an assassin and then they get kidnapped and then they slide into some shit and then they have a little falling out and then maybe they're not brothers anymore. I don't know. Maybe they're going to, be enemies forever. And then they reconnect and they do all this stuff and they find out that Reynard was in on it this whole time. And so now, oh God, Su Young got kidnapped and now she's pissing herself on the Eiffel Tower. So they go there and they fight Kenji and Jackie Chan fights him and they end up killing him or he kills himself really. And then they go and they take a parachute into the fountain and it turns out Reynard was in on it and then Roman Polanski diddled them.
5.
Rush Hour. And George commits murder.
Oh man, my fucking shit deleted. So I'm going to have to just ad-lib this shit, which is fucking awful because I really like what I wrote.
Oh, 3, baby. 1, 2.
Look, do me a favor. I don't want to do a countdown before I do the scene.
Countdown.
No countdown. Can we just do it off of action?
Just in your own time. Good. So
I'm not a rocket ship, okay?
All right.
Chris Tucker has been demoted. We never find out why, and it has absolutely no bearing on the story whatsoever, other than to establish he could sexually harass his way into blackmailing women. Jackie Chan is still hanging out with Ambassador Han, and him and Chris have a falling out. Exposition for why Isabel isn't in this movie. Triad Month is back at the World Criminal Court. Not a real thing. Is meeting in downtown LA. Of all places, Ambassador Han has been shot. Jackie has fucking killer eyesight, so he sees the sniper from like a zillion yards away, so he jumps out a window to give chase, which is important because he does his own stunts. Chris Tucker catches up with him. It turns out that the guy who shot the ambassador is Jackie's brother, but he lets him get away. They come back. They find out Soo Young's all grown up. They got to get her shit from the locker, go there, find out that her locker has been cleared out by the thugs of the triads, go back to the hospital, and oh my God, they're there to kill Ambassador Han, so they gotta have a fight, and then they capture one, and this guy's super racist. He calls Chris Tucker an N-word several times over.
30.
So they got to slap him around. End up, they got to go to France to get diddled by a cop who's a diddler in real life. They find out Shai Shen is a woman who's got a bald head.
20.
And then I made some joke, I can't remember. I think it was G.I. Jane or some shit like that. And
I made some joke, I can't remember.
Will Smith is going to slap me now or whatever. Oh, man, I fucking hate that. I had a really good one. And then they get diddled one more time at the end. The end. Fucking sucks, man.
Fucking thing sucks. 3, 2, 1. It's another Rush Hour movie. You know the deal. Chris Tucker's horny and talks a lot. Jackie Chan does a lot of stunts and says some lines fed to him by the director that are funny because of his accent, and hijinks ensue, including fighting a 7-foot Chinese guy, because that's something they've never done before. This time there's a crude plot to take him to Paris because that's where the triads are having their election or some shit. I don't know. There's a French cabbie who becomes obsessed with American violence, a hot showgirl who has the election ballot tattooed on her bald head because of years and years of misogynistic patriarchy, treating women like literal analog notepads and then decapitating them. The main triad bad guy who wears white suits and lives for New Year's Eve turns out to be Jackie Chan's brother, but not really his brother, because he's Japanese. They were both orphans together, and Jackie won't kill him because Jackie's a good guy. So this guy makes Jackie release him from the Eiffel Tower, and he goes splat. The old white guy we thought was good the whole time turns out to be bad. Oh no, is he a triad? I'm not really sure. Don't worry. The cabbie shoots him and commits murder. They defeat all the triads. They save the ambassador's daughter, and they dance under the Eiffel Tower. But most importantly, everyone got paid.
Trivia. Sacrosanct.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other topics, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Hace 9 años que el snack wrap se fue. Así sin explicación, sin despedida. Y tú no lo superaste. Hiciste posts, tweets, hasta abriste grupos en las redes sociales. Y te enfocaste en lograr tu meta, que regresara. Y hoy, después de años de pedirlo, volvió el snack wrap. Ordénalo en Ranch o Spicy. Encuentra tu snack wrap en tu McDonald's favorito. Para pa pa pa.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
Ooh. One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct. Chris Tucker received a salary of $25 million. Jackie Chan received $15 million. Brett Ratner, $7.5 million. And Jeff Nathanson, $3 million. In addition, Jackie Chan received 15% of the box office revenue, as well as distribution rights in China and Hong Kong.
Oh my God.
Bringing his total earnings to a reported $53.7 million for this film.
Yep. Couple of things within that. Number one, Chris Tucker, we'll go back to the original Rush Hour, made $2 million on that first one. And they chose him over Martin Lawrence because he was a cheaper option. That's one.
Damn.
Two, and this is pretty incredible. This is why I said worldwide the box office was muted, because China has a rule that you can only have 20 foreign films air in their theaters back in the late 2000s this movie didn't make the list, so they never open in theaters in China.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But he got the distribution rights, so...
Hong Kong.
Once it goes like DVD and everything, right?
China and Hong Kong.
Damn.
The production crew agreed upon a $20 fine anytime someone's cell phone rang during shooting. The money would be donated to the homeless shelter.
Otha.
Homeless charity Chrysalis. By late February, it had over $600. Wow.
I love Chrysalis.
Zach Mays, you guys mused that Jackie sounded really great. That's because he's a very successful singer, and he's actually singing in the scenes that call for it.
In the airplane scene, Carter orders gefilte fish, a reference to a similar scene in Rush Hour 2 that never made the final cut because of Chris Tucker's inability to pronounce the name of the dish at the time.
Zach, did you like Kenji as the villain?
Yes.
How would you have liked it if instead of Kenji, we got Steven Seagal?
God damn it. That is the Hammer trivia. That's not the trivia you burn in the middle.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Let's do it again.
Now, hold on, man.
Zach,
yeah.
How would you like it if Tony Jaa was the bad guy?
Oh, I love Tony Jaa.
What about Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh, that would have been great.
Steven Seagal as Kenji.
It's a very different movie.
Vaults this movie into the Cinephobe stratosphere.
Because that's 07, so he's fat at that point. Him on that trampoline?
Jean-Claude Van Damme was never actually considered. It was just internet rumors once they said they were shooting in Paris. Tony Jaa was in the middle of a lengthy shoot for Ong Bak 2 and 3. Screenplay underwent multiple rewrites, ultimately led to the casting of Hiroyuki Sanada.
Zach, I know you're wondering, why the fuck is Roman Polanski in this movie?
Yes.
First of all, if you didn't take the extra steps to go read the Wikipedia on Roman Polanski, he was in this movie because they shot in Paris, and Roman Polanski is not allowed to come back in the United States. If he comes back to the United States, he's going to be arrested on site.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? He hasn't.
He's only been there for a couple of years, right? It's only...
No, 40 years or whatever.
Oh.
So turns out Roman Polanski, big fan of Rush Hour. So when he heard they were shooting in Paris, he called Brett Ratner.
How did he get a hold of Brett Ratner?
You tell me. I didn't want to do that much detail.
He's got his number somehow.
Hashtag all directors.
I guess they have a message board or some shit.
Well, the Guild.
They met at an unhoused gentleman's club.
Oh.
He basically called Brett Ratner and said, hey, can I be in your movie? And Brett Ratner said, sure.
The trivia says...
It's like a frat brother.
He asked the producers whether they could give him a small role. They happily complied with his wish.
Yes.
What?
Happily.
Roman Polanski? Absolutely. Come on down. Put a latex glove on.
The financier?
This is the only film in the trilogy where Lee actually fires his gun. In the other films, he wields it but never fires it.
Oh.
Noémie Lenore shaved her head for this movie.
Lenore.
This was the first Rush Hour movie to not feature a Michael Jackson song and have Chris Tucker dancing to it. The first movie had Another Part of Me. He improvised the dance. Second movie had the infamous club scene, which included Tucker singing and dancing Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. The beginning of this movie, Tucker dances like Michael Jackson to a Prince song.
Zach, another Cinephobe tie-in, the website Rotten Tomatoes was created by Sen Duong, who's a huge Jackie Chan fan. He would scour every review of his favorite martial arts actor, which inspired him to create a site where he could have all those reviews in one place. Rotten Tomatoes was launched in summer of '98, just in time for all the Rush Hour reviews to find a common home.
Wow.
So because of Jackie Chan, we have Rotten Tomatoes, and therefore we have this podcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kevin Dillon was cast in a small role in this movie. Filming for a show Entourage prevented Dillon from accepting the role, but it was turned into a storyline for Johnny Drama on Entourage.
Oh.
Chris Tucker likes to improvise his dialogue, which makes it challenging for Jackie Chan, who isn't as fluent in English. Jackie tries to remember the last word of Chris's lines, but that word usually never comes because Chris says his dialogue differently from what's written and does it differently in every take.
Also never shuts the fuck up.
So they had to cue Jackie, and you got to make sure Jackie's responses make sense. So there's a lot of rewriting on the set.
That's going to be tough.
Yao Ming was contacted for a role, but the offer was declined.
He was in the middle of his career, dude.
Ratner said he wanted to create a scene with Yao Ming similar to that of the scene with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee in Game of Death.
We talked about Brett Ratner cueing Chris Tucker with the weirdo fucking line of, hey, so young, so long, or whatever.
Yeah.
How about all the outtakes of fucking Jackie Chan saying what kind of dirty movies he wants to watch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Brett Ratner special. Every last one of them.
Brett Ratner told me. Director Brett Ratner.
There was an alternate ending to Rush Hour 3 in which they get on a plane en route to Fiji in a clear setup for a Rush Hour 4.
Cocktail.
Oh, Kiko.
In that one, you know who picks them up in the plane?
George the cab driver, the murderer?
No. He's in jail.
Roman Polanski?
Nathan Fielder? Captain Jeff?
It's Isabella and Lenore.
Wow.
Jackie Chan says that all of his movies, he dislikes the Rush Hour films the most and did them purely for the money. Quote, I have reasons to do each film. I have something to say. Unlike Rush Hour, there was no reason. You just give me the money and I'm fine.
CD5 Crashmore.
I dislike Rush Hour the most, and ironically, it sold really well in US and Europe.
Ironically, huh?
December 2022, Chan said Rush Hour 4 was in the works and he was meeting with the director, clearly not Ratner, according to the notes here.
Nah, probably not.
To discuss the script.
Why? What happened?
Polanski?
Tucker also seems to have confirmed the project in March of this year. I talked about the importation limits, only 24 films a year. Although the director of international relations at China Film Import and Export Company explained at the time this one would not be that popular anyway, which is crazy, but I think it's because it had something to do with
the tryouts and everything.
Organized crime. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Carter says his name is Bubbles. Bubbles is the name of Michael Jackson's chimpanzee.
Boys, we got a Tony Medley.
Yeah.
If you want to see a film that epitomizes the vapidity of the American filmmaking industry, this is the one. This is the third in a puzzling series of films. Puzzling because they all have been of a kind awful. But the first reached 242 on the all-time gross list, and the second moved up to 131. So a third was inevitable. They are all alike. Lee is a hardworking LAPD cop now.
Is he?
His buddy Carter has been demoted to traffic cop, but they hook up. Otherwise, there would be no movie. I was ready to leave within the first minute as we see Carter directing traffic in downtown Los Angeles, causing pileups, but more interested in hitting on two women whose car he has just ruined by his maladroit directions. All the while, he is clowning and acting like a 21st century Stepin Fetchit.
Whoa.
Hold your hope. And this is me reading word for word.
Intro.
A character he continues to ape throughout the film.
Oh my gosh. No, don't do that.
That's
that timing is.
There is a ridiculous plot that takes them to Paris so we can see some scenery. The film is chock full of silly stunts, greatly enhanced by CGI.
Wow.
As with the first two, this is directed by Brett Ratner, who has yet to make a watchable movie. He was also responsible for 2004's After the Sunset, in which he took a cast with exceptional talent, Pierce Brosnan, Salma Hayek, Don Cheadle, Naomi Harris, among others, and produced a debacle that most people should be thankful they missed. It was so bad, it got an 18% rating on RottenTomatoes.com.
Future Cinephobe, Tony.
I don't know what is worse, the horrible script by Jeff Nathanson, Ratner's direction, or Tucker's acting. Nathanson wrote the first two, also in addition to turkeys like Catch Me If You Can and The Terminal. Of course, both of those were directed by Steven Spielberg, who has perfected the craft of the terminally long, boring movie, so it's difficult to know if Nathanson was to blame for bad scripts or Spielberg was to blame for bad directing and editing and failure to cut. Probably both. Here, there is no debate that the script is terrible. Nothing Tucker does is funny. He is trying so hard that it wears you out to just watch him make such an effort to make people laugh. What he made me do was cringe. There really is no acting in this film. Let's face it, Jackie Chan may be a nice guy and good at kung fu or whatever you want to call that martial arts madness, but an actor he's not. Max von Sydow shows up, but he hasn't had to actually act much since Ingmar Bergman's Smultron Stallet, 1957, better known as Wild Strawberries. He's still playing the unemotional assassin he perfected in The 3 Days of the Condor, 1975. The film is nothing if not predictable. There is not one iota of tension, and the bad guy is so obvious that when he makes his first appearance, he seems to be yelling, "I'm the bad guy."
Same nuts.
If you can't pick him out, you need to see more trash like this. I mean, what do you think Tony gave this one?
That's got to be a 1 out of 10.
It is a 1 out of 10.
Finally, I finally got one right.
You got it right.
Fucking A, man.
All it took was him being super racist.
It's the next level, Tony, right there. And that's on the hidden 2007 page.
Yeah, I didn't even know it.
Where if you click on 2007, it's blank. You have to find it by searching the actual URL. I had to type in rush_hour_3.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You following me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Louis Pinnock Accent Award. Chris Tucker Chinese. Triad member French. The Nun saying, anytime, brother.
With the head nod.
And Chris Tucker as Bubbles.
I'm going with the Nun, but I know you like Bubbles.
I think Bubbles is the one.
I wouldn't say that I like Bubbles. I would say that it's more Louis Pinnock.
You might be right.
And more volume. The Nun was so ass off.
Incredible.
She nailed the French translation. She nailed the not swearing. She nailed the code switching.
That's Zach's favorite part, code switching.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen, brothas, exposition, old cliches, Chris Tucker ad-libs, racism, homophobia, Me Too.
Banter, taxis, doing your own stunts, Teddy Rexing, I'd like to direct you to Wikipedia, and references.
You know what? I was going to say old cliches. I'd like to direct you to Wikipedia, I think is my winner.
Do your own research for this movie. I think it's brothas, but I'm good with Wikipedia if you guys want to do that.
I'd like to direct you to Wikipedia. That's very funny.
Am I right, brother?
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fucking ass off. Ass on, fucking ass off.
Michael Bean Memorial Ass On Award.
Lenore, for sure.
I had Max von Sydow.
No.
He mailed it in.
He was fine.
He mailed it in, but it wasn't bad. He was all right. No, she's awful.
Yeah, it's Lenore. If you want to be like, well, she doesn't speak English, sure, but her facial reactions are horrific.
Yes.
I don't like to usually join in Amin's misogyny, but this one is legit.
I don't always join in misogyny, but when I do, it's against the French.
It's Lenore.
Check this out. $1,100 is exactly what I charge for acting classes.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Well, what are the chits? Universe? You've done it again.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. Dana Ivey is Sister Agnes in her one scene.
She's great.
Hiroyuki Sanada is Kenji.
Fantastic.
I would say Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker are both so-so.
Oh, I thought you were saying they should both get it.
I wouldn't say it's a wholehearted ass off from either of them.
Interesting. Then I think it's Hiroyuki. Or Hiroyuki?
Hiroyuki.
Yeah.
I'm stuck between Sister Agnes and Jackie. Jackie Chan on the swing, singing. Jackie Chan walking because he just got molested. Jackie Chan waving to the guy across the way. I think Jackie Chan will ass off, but I love Jackie Chan, so.
Yeah, I love him too. I mean, I'd be fine with giving it to him and Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Brothers?
Oh. Brothers?
You don't think their salaries and net earnings from this movie were enough? You want to give them an award too?
Oh yeah, this pushes it over the top.
Ah, he said it.
Kenji's like, fuck, man, what I gotta do?
18 years later, now they've really cashed in.
Finally, that elusive ass off award.
Are you good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
To fit you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees: Sister Agnes Nun translation scene. My pick, car chase smashing into a cart full of baguettes crossing the street. Chris Tucker talking about his brother Perry's chicken fights in the garage. Jackie happily waving at an old man in a wheelchair, oblivious to the dragon lady creeping up behind him. The Eiffel Tower sword fight, and Jackie Chan hiding in the French flag.
I have a thyroid condition. Well, then stop eating thyroids. You arrested 6 Iranians. They were terrorists. They're assigned to the UCLA. Big deal, because they cure cancer in rats. Doesn't mean they ain't gonna blow shit up. Chris Tucker is saying that Sun Ming Ming has a head like Barry Bonds. Jackie's sliding down the table to hand Chris Tucker the clip. He shot her in the neck. It's not like she died, so she got a droopy eye and she worked at El Poco Loco. That was temporary. Them getting their ass beat with phone books, and then the whole molesting thing.
That's a golden dumpster?
The whole molesting thing.
It's when he puts on the glove and they dolly zoom on to Jackie Chan and he says, oh shit.
Yeah, I know what happened.
I've never heard Jackie Chan cuss. That's why. It's at €1,000 minimum. How much am I short? 930 euros. Damn. George wants to know what it feels like to be an American. George's wife asking him if he's gay. I told you he was bad. Didn't I tell you? No. Well, I was thinking it.
I'm going to say flag antics. Both him hiding in the flag and then flying it as a parachute to the fountain.
Maze, you had...
Heart full of baguettes.
Oh.
Forget about it.
Then I'm going with the translation. Sister Agnes.
Well, Zach, you picked it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Overfile.
It is obviously the worst of the three. Maybe it's just enough nostalgia for the first two. It's not good. It's funny enough. It's good enough stunt work. The story sucks. I don't like that Roman Polanski's in it. But it's a file with snacks. It's barely a file, but it's a file. Like, I enjoyed it enough that I would watch it again. I like the Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan thing.
It's a file with baguettes for me.
File with baguettes, yeah.
Lots of baguettes.
File with a cart of baguettes.
Some ham and brie, maybe some butter. I think it benefits greatly from this being the first Jackie Chan on Cinephobe. And seeing, oh yeah, he's still doing it.
Not for me.
It's Get to 90, terrible story. They're a little bit played out.
I like their shtick together. It's like the internship, right? It's not the best they've done together, but I like it.
Green Sweep, clearly the worst one by a lot. 2, I think 2 is the best one.
Yeah, 2's the best one by far.
You know what it's like? It's like an NBA team that won championships, and now it's towards the end. Mm-hmm. But every once in a while, you win a playoff series just because their main guys got to be themselves for a game or two or a couple of games.
Yeah.
And this is it. Like Jackie Chan stunts, Chris Tucker ad-libs and banter. Everything else is pretty much irrelevant. You give me those 2 things, you can make 100 Rush Hours. I'm going to watch them all. I'm probably going to file them all. But it was bad. I'd say the worst part, the villain is so predictable.
The moment of clarity and the silence.
This needs to go in the intro. The beat drops or something. File them all. But it was bad.
When the villain is so lazily written.
Yeah, the villain's terrible.
The ending is stupid.
It's the administrator that you would think, oh, I'm here because I want help or whatever.
In the words of Borat, it's a real Reynardation. Make sure you send us your Phobe file, Golden Dumpster, Ass On, Ass Off, 5 Horsemen, Lewis Pinnock, Plot Liftoff, at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Cornpostal, at Cinephobe Pod, at Count the Dings.
What you put on a baguette.
Or drop it in the Discord by being a Patreon member at patreon.com/countthedings.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
My dad buys baguettes 700 times a week.
It's a great bread.
It's out of control.
Great lifestyle, man.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Dude, they're a fucking euro in France. Basically giving them away.
Vietnamese bakery.
Ooh.
All right. I know I talked about how confident I was with daisy chains on the mailbag, and I will say that I was not sure where I wanted to go with this one. But I had a late pivot to the daisy chain of sword fighting in France. We're going to do a movie that we've circled time after time after time. The Three Musketeers, 1993.
Yeah, with Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen, Oliver Platt, Tim Curry. It's on Disney Plus.
Why is Amin so excited about this?
I don't know.
You never watched this, Zach?
I'm instantly more dubious of my choice now that he's so excited, but that is the pick, The Three Musketeers.
I watched it when it was out. I don't remember anything from it.
I have it in my to-do list. I've had it for years on my to-do list.
Neat.
Cross it out.